Welcome. Elsa. Hi, Meike. Hi. Hmm. My hand just went up. Oh, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too. Hmm. I'm aware how there's a habit of finding things to be engaged with, to do things, be it garden, be it painting, be it being creative in one way or another. There's such a pull to doing things. And yet, I love it so much when it's spacious, when I'm not so, I kind of get obsessive with things, or it's like an excitement addiction that comes in. And like particularly around the painting. I enjoy painting, but it also brings up a lot of stuff around, good enough and all of these things. And sometimes I go, do I really want that? Or like, but I'm drawn to it. I'm really drawn to it. So yeah. So at the moment I find myself a bit like surfing, surfing in these different worlds. I don't know how to describe it better.
Sounds really wonderful to me.
Oh,
I can tell you why, because if there's awareness around all of those things, it's fantastic. It's like the moment it slips into that doership, that identity, and when there's no
Yeah.
awareness around it, then it becomes a thing, isn't it? Then it's immediately,
Oh,
oh, I should do better, or I shouldn't, or, all these ideas that come with that.
yeah.
But the
Yeah.
moment there's awareness around it, the awareness of, wow, look, my system, or whatever you want to call it, you can say I, but it's such a slippery slope, because the moment that identity is there, then it's tight, isn't it? But
Yeah.
when there is that awareness of, wow, I am seeing, let's say it like that, it's a different eye. It's a it's
Yeah.
a it's a different eye. It's like, wow, so what's the gift, or what's the opportunity here? Or, like you said, surfing different worlds in a way. So that's why
Yeah.
I say I find that wonderful when life is happening and patterns are playing, conditioning and all of it, which, without it, I don't know if it works. It's like these bodies are conditioned, aren't they? That's just one automatic thing here.
Yeah.
But the awareness of that always, for me, that brings the warmth in, and it's like, oh, wow, look at her there. She's trying to be good. Oh man, how sweet is that? In a way, you
And
don't
there's
have
a
to do
lot.
it,
Yeah.
but it's a
There's,
different approach in a way.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because I don't know if it will ever be different, or if it has to be. It's more how, yeah, it's just that grace when there's awareness around it all. And that,
Yeah.
I'm talking about that awareness that is more detached, let's say it like that, from that identity that always has to do it, or has to have it a certain way. It's that
Yeah.
awareness, like, wow, oh, it's immediately, oh, there she goes. Okay, can't help it. That's what she's doing. There she goes again. Okay, okay, hands off, and
Yeah.
ah,
And that
it.
happens a lot. This,
Yes, I can see and hear that.
I'm like, oh, wow, it's going this
Mm,
way.
mm.
And like, yep, yep,
It's fantastic. So I'm just putting words onto that. It's that's why I say I love it. I love hearing, because I can sense there is the awareness that is witnessing, watching, whatever you want to call it, but it is warm. It's encompassing. It doesn't have a need to have it any different than it is.
yeah. And I
Because,
just noticed
yeah,
the one who was kind of bringing this question here is a part that's like the Buddha on the hill or the Buddha in the cave, just silence, and that's another.
if that would be your path, that would be you. But obviously, you have to sit there in your armchair in Denmark, in your beautiful home.
Much active a person. There's way too much around me to have fun with.
So, that comparison also, in a way, what a joke, huh? To compare with
Yeah,
anyone or anything other than being here, letting it do what it needs to do.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, oh,
oh,
oh,
that's exactly what I needed to hear
oh,
again.
Oh, I'm so glad you invite me to speak like this. My favorite subject.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's the key to my heart, the key to my, that's just the key. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what a grace that we have that, huh? That we have that,
Lucky.
um, yeah, that we find the keys to each other's hearts. Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
mm, mm, mm,
Oh,
mm.
mhm,
See, then life becomes that, I mean, the word practice comes, but practice is always has kind of, it can have a load, but you know what I mean. It's like, ah, there's more open doors, isn't it? It's like, okay, okay, that's interesting to me. So we can talk on the level of the nervous system. It's like the more awareness there is by grace, the
mm,
more neural pathways make a network. It's just like that. All of a sudden, there's a different human being. Even
yeah.
it's
And
it's
the wider the band is in which I can move, or one can move without being thrown off center or without going into reaction. It's like that is just expanding, like think nervous system. It's like,
yes,
wow, so much more is possible.
so much more is possible. Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
On another
Mm,
level, you can call that evolution, or you can call that how life explores itself in different ways and goes actually out of that automatic conditioned way of life. It
mm,
checks things out. As long as it's a tight identity, there's no way out, isn't it? It's stuck in itself, and it knows how to survive, and it does it until it takes its last breath. And
yeah.
when the awareness opens by
It's
grace,
great.
because we can't do it, then
Yeah.
doors are opening and life explores in a different way. It's like, oh, all of a sudden it sniffs the air. It's like, oh God, I didn't know that this existed. Isn't it? Phew. And everything that has not seen, there it comes, of course. It's like, phew, Pandora's box. It's just like that, isn't it? It's everything. What? Wow, the moment awareness encompasses or opens up, ah, something releases and something new can happen.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so beautiful, huh? When that happens.
Yeah. And that's the taste of freedom.
Yes,
That's, to
yes,
me,
yes,
that's like, ah,
yes,
you know.
yes,
Now it doesn't matter which way I'm on. Now, now,
absolutely.
boh.
It's not in your hands. That's what I can see. It's like when awareness comes through, it moves you. It's very obvious. It's like, ah, okay, this is the way. You can call it also intuition, or something else plays and something else moves us. And it is, oh my gosh, delicious.
And for me, it feels like being pulled this way or being pulled that way. Like, as if something just goes, follow this smell and follow this light. And, oh, I love it.
Yes, it's the best. It's the
Yeah.
best. It's like that which is normally so tight is just out of the way.
Yeah.
That identity, that I. identity that always seems to know, and that which is on automatic, that loosens up and little feelers come out and explore.
And there's the awareness of, wow, sense of I
Mm.
is pretty strong right now. And, you know, but
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
awareness,
Yeah.
like, and then already, yeah, something shifts again.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm. Existence at its best.
Oh, and friends to share it with.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
oh, that really, that is like, that magnifies it, that multiplies it. That
Yes.
is
Yeah.
like, oh, wow. And
Yes.
think, oh, every,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It immediately creates new neural pathways when
yeah.
there's witnessing and confirmation, witnessing and confirmation, witnessing and confirmation. No judgment, no idea of how it should be, how it could be, how any of that. Just that, oh, okay, like this, and ah, confirming. Yeah,
Mm,
it's a beautiful way of living, isn't it?
love it.
Mm, same here.
So grateful.
Yes,
Mm,
exactly. That's the next. Showers of gratitude and gratefulness, and overflow.
yeah.
Mm,
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 mm. And then it's like that energy that's just kissing everything, isn't it? It's like,
oh, hearts, the hearts just, touching each other, or not
Yes,
being, not even being two hearts. It's just, wow.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I also love is that it's so simple. It's like, yeah, just meeting on the same frequency, or it's hard to describe in a certain way. We just know when that opens up, whoa, this is, wow, worth living. Yeah, feels so natural and simple.
And nourishing.
Nourishing. Yeah.
Mm, mm,
Mm. Fulfilling.
mm,
And the sense of connection is amazing, isn't it? To
mm.
with that sense of separation that comes so strongly with that I identity, is it just softens. It just softens. Mm. And we see each other, we hear each other, we're available to each other,
And we feel each other.
we feel each other. Mm.
Mm,
We're having not really an idea about each other, even though we recognize each other as Elsa and Meike.
mm.
Yeah.
What freedom. Mm, mm.
And the bodies love it, huh?
Mm-hmm. I could just see the deep breath and then the deep breath. Like,
Mm. The cells
oh,
are taking space and growing, no shrinking. With big cheeks and a smile on the face,
oh, yes,
if they
it's
have
all
a face.
iron
Yeah.
cells and mm.
Yeah, yes, humming. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, and it goes further, how it affects the space, the whole space, how the plants are much closer, how the air, how close the air is, all the molecules in the air.
Yeah,
It's just the interconnectedness is just so, yeah, clear. Yeah. Joy, is that natural joy that comes.
joy in this moment of a very deep, quiet nature,
Mm.
like just like but the deepest joy. Mm. Mm.
And here, I mean, I can see that just comes here also the question, who am I, has a totally different meaning, doesn't it? I'm just, Ramana is just kind of knocking on the door here. You know, it's like, wow, in this space, it doesn't even make sense, doesn't it? Mm.
So, no, it's more like where do I start and where do I finish?
Yeah,
Like there isn't,
exactly.
like
Just
who am I? Well, yeah, yeah,
all of
so,
it. Mm.
so true. Mm. 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 Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Elsa.
Precious, precious.
So precious.
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes.
Hi, Meike. Hello.
Hi.
I would love to connect. Here's the idea. Now I'm there, and that's most often that I'm totally not there. I see my thoughts are, yeah, I'm quite busy with my cat at the moment. And I worry about him because he he loves to go out, just walk around and sniff all the smells. And then he's the most happy. But it's not so safe anymore. So now I try to train him so I can take him with me with bike tours or walk tours or but yeah, sometimes he has to stay in the house then, especially during the day and now when it's getting hot or warmer, I he's so mowing and angry that he can't go out and then I get stressed too. Um, I don't know. I don't see a solution. Then it becomes more easy and yeah, I don't want to do him away. To find another address or that's the last step for me. But yeah, it made me so restless. And then I thought, okay, it seems my happiness is I put my happiness in the happiness of the cat or something. And it triggers a lot of fear in my system when he is out and that's what I feel now too.
How can I assist, Esther?
Yeah,
What would you like?
I yeah, I know you can't give a solution, but just a moment of being here and that it's my mind is not so busy with that and just arriving. And I did last night. In the night I looked some meetings back, and then I was then,
I was here again. Very
Mhm.
helpful. Very nice.
Mm.
Yeah, and now I feel a sense of panic rising. Or yeah, I don't know. And something is busy. I don't want to go there. I I want to come back.
Beautiful observation. You can feel how every thought is connected to sensations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. I guess that's why they advise, don't think.
Don't think?
don't don't think, but then
No, maybe it's more just
how
not
do I
follow
do
the
that?
thoughts.
How do I do that?
Isn't it more about not following the thoughts? I mean, thoughts are coming or going, you know. And years ago, I did so many courses trying to stop thinking or change the thoughts.
Some others also advise just have a sense of what's between one thought and the next. What's in the gap.
Yeah.
Nice there, huh?
Mm. There's kind of sensation, or I don't know if it's an idea that something in my system wants something from you.
Mm.
I don't know if you notice it, but
Mm.
that's not where I want to go, you know. I mean, not in that way wanting.
Oh, wait a second. So let's just make a distinction. This is really beautiful. So there's a noticing of that and just stopping there. Hands off. Ah, I see. You know, going into, but I don't want that is confusion.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that, but I also know that it's not nice for you, this kind of wanting. Oh,
You don't know anything about me.
okay.
That's the truth. You have no clue. Yeah. So, or in other words, that's not your business.
Mm.
It's very sweet, you know, but I can tell you for me, much more interesting is of when it only becomes interesting when there's awareness of what's happening.
Okay.
So, and a sharing and witnessing together. That's so interesting to me, so I can tell you that. It's like when there's a seeing, oh, wow, it seems there's a wanting towards you. So, wow. So we both see it and stop there.
Mm.
Just that seeing, that pure seeing. You know, if it goes into, oh, do you like it or don't you like it? We are engaged on a totally different level that will never bring peace.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know you know that. That's so beautiful. So the seeing, just the seeing of, and the sharing of it. Wow. And noticing the difference when it's seen, not going into confusion with it, shared, acknowledged, and left alone. Has nothing to do with you even.
No? And not what I really am, but yeah.
It's on automatic. If it was up to you, it would not be, isn't it? Or?
Mm.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, that is always the proof. There's all these ideas of how we should be or how we could be. If it was up to you, you would never put that out. Or would you? No,
No.
no, no. You would, if it was up to you, of that what we normally think we are, that identity again, we would never, we would sit, in this yumminess 24/7. At least I would.
Mhm.
If I had a choice. If I had a choice. So what
Yeah.
I've noticed is that when there's that awareness around that does not judge, that has no idea of how it should be, how it could be. See, I can see the system starts breathing. Oh, off the hook. Off the
Yeah.
hook. Yeah.
And what I
So
also notice is that the hands off from this path, from this, that in a way it's new.
oh, what a
And,
wonderful noticing. What
uh,
a wonderful noticing.
yeah.
And there again, hands off that even, letting it go to the next rather than staying stuck anywhere. So it's noticed, okay, next can come.
Mhm.
Mm. And noticing what it does in the human conditioning, in that human system, what it does when that which comes automatically by itself, nobody doing it, when it is allowed to do its thing, when there's no fight or no war against it, no idea that it should be different, you know, that wronging itself, when that is not there. Oh, just noticing what that does. It's like allowing a tree to grow exactly the way it grows. I think, no, this leaf is not right. It should grow differently. It's absurd in a certain way, but somehow the human conditioning has
Yeah.
that, brings that. So, yeah, and then the grace when we come together that invites us to just lean a bit more into that awareness that, oh, lets things flow. Yeah. Mm. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? At least in my experience.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also the thoughts are not so how do you say, big or strong
Yes,
or
yes, exactly. Yes, they just, you see them fly through. It's not this, oh, stop. You're not giving it a cup of tea. Back door and front door open. Yes, exactly. Mm. Mm. And these bodies love it when it opens up like that. They love it. It nurtures. I mean, when Elsa and I were sitting together, it was obvious, wasn't it? It's like, oh, every cell that just holds a bit back and contracts here and there. Oh, takes a breath. Gosh, I can be. I can be. I, I can be. I can be. Just like this. One hair growing there, one hair growing there. And it's beautiful that you bring the cat in, because that's the same. Especially with cats, if they have been out and about, and when they're not allowed to do that anymore. It's, what the heck is going on? Huh? Can't, yeah.
no, I made some walks now with him on a leash, and
Leash.
yeah, and I hope that it seems he likes it, and that he lost so many energy that he just doesn't want to go out, but oh no way. He has to make the dance with the neighbor cats and so
It's I mean, that's how his system is made, huh? That's how it's programmed. That's how it's,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I have
So
to
I
see.
understand. I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe only during the night, or I don't know, but still
Yeah.
so sad to see him like that, so frustrated when the door is locked
Yeah.
and yeah.
I understand. I also don't like the door to be locked.
No, nobody likes it.
Mm. Mm. Okay. Thanks, Esther.
Thank you, Meike. Very
Mm.
helpful. I will look it back.
Happy to hear.
Yeah.
Marina.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Ah, yeah, thoughts are definitely tripping me up.
Thoughts
Uh,
are me, isn't it? They go together, huh? Hand in hand, hand in
yeah,
hand. Me
yeah,
and thought, I and thought. And then
yeah.
you, and then you.
Yeah. Then
Me,
when you
I.
and yeah, and then when you and Elsa were sitting together, I was like,
I don't feel any of that, you know, because of course I'm coming from high, but
yeah.
it's like,
Yes. Yeah, that's
yeah,
how it is. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And then there is that which sees it all. I don't know if it has eyes, but it's, you know, you can call that witness or observer, or I mean, you know, it's so no word actually really touches that, because it's not a thing, it's not a being in a certain way. It's like the mind can't really grasp that, because otherwise you would not be able to share this.
yeah,
Not be able to share this. It's impossible to describe that, and it is there. So it makes us even speak. It makes us share.
right, yeah,
Yeah. 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 See, and then let's just see, you know, you can see that wants to move into other identities, and we both saw it. Maybe I a bit earlier, because I have you right in front of me. It's so obvious. So I can point it out immediately, you know.
yeah,
So because, you know, these conditioned beings, they have some tightness here and there and there and there, and in those
here and
tightnesses,
here and
yeah.
here,
I think
everywhere.
it's a song, isn't it?
There's a song in
It's
it.
a song. It's a song, Marina. Yeah, and everywhere. Yeah. So we see that. And you know, that's one of those gifts of, let's say, awareness, that when that awareness encompasses those tight places, then there might be a little bit of movement and a little bit of flow in those tightnesses.
Yeah,
You know, on our own, it's very, very hard to stay there. So everything wants to move away and does that, and it goes into ideas and thoughts. So it's so nice having the opportunity to be together,
yeah,
with the agency of awareness. So we're both seeing. And then let's just see if these sensations, emotions, feelings, all of that, if it just can be here for a tiny moment, and we're witnessing without interfering. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and then I don't know if you feel it too. I feel movement. Very difficult for these very tight places to do that on our own.
yeah,
Yeah, you know, need to get a sense of connection, because otherwise it protects itself from the discomfort that sits in those conditioned patterns or tightnesses.
yeah,
Makes sense, doesn't it?
yeah,
So that's where we, you know, if we can hold hands there. Oh, yeah. Not that it always feels good, but at least it starts breathing. It's immediately, I can see that. Yeah. It gets it out of, you know, we're kind of coming into a different realm. We're not staying in the realm of ideas and
yeah. Stories and memories.
story. Oh gosh, all that. All that. We
Yeah,
just let these sensations be the way they are, and see what they bring. A kind of holding hands with them. Gosh, me too. Breathing deeply. Mm. 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 So beautiful, Marina. So beautiful. Thank you for the invitation to meet like this. Mm. 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 No, as you can see, then it needs a little break. It's like, yeah, it starts moving. Oh, okay, so this is, oh, can we just do something else now? It's like when children are at school, and they can focus for maybe 30 seconds, and take something in and learn, but then they need to run around again and play other things, and then they come back. How was that again? Can I do it again? Yeah, there you go. Yes, exactly. Oh,
Yeah, it feels like a very tight, wound up, held sensation
yeah.
forever, from forever.
Yeah. Um, I'm pretty sure that is inherited, to be honest. That's how it feels to me, You know how all these automatic responses, they have been passed down because they made the system survive, and then, okay, this works, just in case this works, give it to the next. If painful or uncomfortable, it doesn't care. It works. That's the most important. So, and then it plays out through our life in a certain way and shows up again in the same way, painful and with lots of ideas around of being wrong and shouldn't have done this and shouldn't have done that. And now,
Yep.
I have the result. Now,
Guilt and could, should have.
yeah.
Why
did
didn't
I?
Because Josh is just breaking open and saying how much he's missed me, and
how
how much
lucky.
there has affected him, and he's just, I mean, it's lovely his heart's breaking open, but
Yes.
hard to watch.
Yeah. Well, what's the invitation here? What's the opportunity? What's the opportunity? Seeing your son's heart breaking open. That's the opportunity.
To be there, to love him and just be there for him.
Oh, what about your own heart?
My own heart.
Yeah, yeah, which he is. So there's a heart breaking open. Oh, let it rip. Waiting for this your whole life. I mean, I'm just speaking stuff. See if it touches. So it's not really about the words, it's more what it touches. Yeah. And he comes to you with it. He's not hiding it from you, he's coming to you. So actually, I mean, how it looks from here is your son is interrupting that cycle of conditioning, of patterns. Enough here. Well, I need to bring it somewhere. So best to the source, which is you. Yeah. And you are receptive. You could have been that you are not, but you have enough awareness to bring it here. Oh, it's wonderful. What? And not comfortable at first. first not comfortable.
It's hard to see the suffering because it's not like he's exhausted and that he's got a new business and it's been like this for a year, exhausted and stressed. So that in itself has made him more vulnerable, which isn't a bad thing, but which is what's happening when everything's up. And it's just, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm just going into story now, but all I know is it like that just is. The pattern here of just having beaten myself up for a long time too, you know.
Oh, wow.
For thinking I could have been different or could have done differently or could have been there for him more and could have not left and blah, 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 all of it. Going back to history and going, oh, I could have, should have, oh, I didn't know it affected him that, you know, and then, yeah.
So what's the opportunity here, Marina? What's the opportunity?
To be aware of all of it.
Your big, big, big arms beyond the physicality, beyond this body system, those big, big, big arms that are always there, that are always available to lean into. Can you get in touch with those? That is the heart breaking open when those arms are coming out. No right, no wrong here. No judgment, just this unconditional, this unconditional being of existence in the big, in the in that which just is the space of it all, which is even beyond space. Yes, and right here, right here. Generations of systems where your body has come from have suffered of this. Generations, and wow, it's asking to come to peace through your son. That's what I'm seeing. That's how it looks to me. And I might be totally off, but that's how it looks to me. If you can stay with that, because
Yeah,
that
I
is
felt, yeah, I
that
felt
is what,
the other day, a couple of days ago, I felt all the, it's like I felt like the room filled up with my ancestry, you know, had this sense that we're right, right here.
Oh, it's beautiful that you say that. Call them in. Call them all in. Yeah, this is not yours and not yours to hold all by yourself. Oh, so good that you bring that. Call them in to support that this can come to peace. Done. Oh, gosh. Oh. What does that do to your heart?
Really feel them, yeah, like a lot.
Yes,
It's a lot.
huge. It's huge. It's from generations. So then again, you know, having to do that by yourself is, don't know if it's possible, but call them all in, call them in. And we are here too. We are here too. Everyone exactly the way they can bring their support. So that this can come to peace and the heart can flourish. So thanks to your son. This is exactly how life wanted it to be. If life has a wanting. I mean, this is how life created it for whatever reason, so that we can sit together and yeah, being witness of the heart cracking open. What a, yeah, what a funny journey, but somehow it seems that way.
I don't know if it's my imagination, but I just feel like there's a few of them dancing at the moment, like celebrating.
Oh,
Oh, sounds silly, but
no, no,
who knows where that comes from.
it's wonderful.
Uh,
Yeah, it's wonderful. You know, in the end, everything is imagination. Where comes imagination from? So everything is as real as it is not real.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
there is
it feels
celebration.
very real.
Yeah, there's celebration.
Yeah.
There is celebration. Gosh. Mm. Mm. Gosh, here too. So beautiful. How every system does its own exploration with things, you know? So my system does that too, right here. Mm. Mm. Did you notice?
Yeah, sorry, I
So,
left it.
so, no, it should be both noticed. It's not even, I find that fascinating. It just does that. It just does it by itself. I love it. I love the noticing. You know, that noticing, I'm repeating, but I guess it's good to repeat it. That which does not judge, that which is not having an idea, which is just curious in witnessing, noticing, witnessing. Oh, did you know, when it gets all these little details. Life is so full of detail. You know, you can run through, or you have the luxury of, when we come together, that's how it seems, that it slows down and you see little details. How the dots if you paint or draw, and you see how those dots, tiny little dots, just connect.
Yeah.
You see the detail. Mm. Like going into physics, quantum physics. And then you can get it all dense together again. Whew, here I am. That's me. Yeah, exactly, that's me, And then it goes, oh, yeah. Nothing personal about anything, even though it feels like that. It just does that. It expands and then it tightens, and gosh, black holes and light and galaxies and then a little atom, which is also mostly space. And it's like, oh, yeah, abgefahren in German, far out. How far out? Just to bring a little bit of a different perspective in. Mm. Yeah, the conditioning of making everything a serious affair. Oh my God.
That's serious. Oh yeah. The
Oh,
personal.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, gosh, so serious. What, you didn't take your shoes off? Oh. You didn't put on the toothpaste? Oh.
Yeah. And that's the condition, isn't it? Most
Oh.
of
Yeah.
childhoods, most of us have that experience,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just for that, having the bigger perspective available. Again and again. Mm.
Yeah. It's been this feeling and the sensations of holding, like this holding feeling. I've had it for a long time.
Yeah.
Had it this morning. We had a circle of presence, beautiful, lovely friends, loving, but it still was there. And I had the thought of, what if, what if I let I had this visual of, if I let go, then I, like I could see all these human beings just fall in this hole and go and not know where they ended up. It's this the not knowing. Um, I don't know, it was something Grace said in her beautiful, expressive way. She has this way, and I just saw this kind of visual of,
Yeah.
of us all falling through the air and
Yeah.
not having this, but there's no landing platform or something. I don't know why I say that, but that's
Oh, because that is, I mean, that is actually part of the truth. I mean, human beings are so caught up in this tiny bubble of conditioned humanness in a way, but when it by grace steps out and it gets a bit wider, then it is just really clear that there is no control of anything. It's never been control, even. Never. If you go really into space, where it seems all big, and then you look back from space and you see you can't even see the Earth. You can't even see a human being. It's like, well, it's so big. But then if you go into the other side, if you go into the cells, there's the same. It's like all of a sudden, human being or Earth, where's that? It is, yeah, micro and macro cosmos. It's the same in a certain way. So, and then in between there is this kind of contracted sense of I, which has its place. There's nothing wrong with that. But when the perspective gets a bit wider, then it just, it's like, oh, then they all fall into that bottomless pit.
right. Yeah, that's the
That
yeah.
it's like bottom,
Yeah.
it's like, and then a
Well,
week
that's what it
later,
feels like. I'm just hanging on here. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
watching all you guys go like this.
Yeah, exactly. A week later, still falling. Oh.
Falling down high. Oh,
Yeah, yes.
yeah.
So just, when it opens up that all of it is seen and available. It loosens a bit. Yeah, it can. It can loosen up a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, makes life maybe a bit more, maybe even a bit more easy. The seriousness is not so serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
guess
can, um,
I guess it can loosen up a lot too, if depending on where, how
and
much.
sometimes it does. I've seen that with you. Sometimes it loosens up. Whoa, kind of, wow, going into a space opens up where nearly this doesn't exist. I know you
Yeah,
mean.
I had it twice with you when you were over here years ago.
Yeah, I
Still
know.
remember.
I remember too. I
Yeah,
remember too.
I've wanted that back ever since.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Nothing comes twice.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Micah.
Oh, thank you for bringing this so honestly and vulnerably. It's beautiful. Mhm. Mhm. Daniela.
I enjoy this morning so much.
So good to hear.
Yeah, it's like we're building. I know a Buddha field doesn't have a gender, but it's like a huge female Buddha field.
Sounds yummy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like that. Oh.
Yeah. I had really this terrible phone call with my mother.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so good to have this clear seeing this morning. Yeah. We had a FaceTime call, and my boyfriend, he left the room because he said, "Oh my God, I couldn't take it. I couldn't stand this anymore. I couldn't listen to it."
So what's the dynamic?
It was just like she's so mindy, and she began, of course, she wanted to speak about politics, because in Germany it's really, really dense energy here at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, many insecurities, and yeah.
Yeah.
And I could watch the dynamic and how it was in my family, how it really was. I could see it so exactly. It was like the pull. Oh my God, the pull is so strong to drag me in.
Wow.
Just like I need to swim out to get out.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And it's just wow, oh wow, it was really that strong. It has been ever this strong. So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful seeing.
Yeah, it was. And with the seeing also there came a lot of love from my mother.
Oh.
Yeah. And a lot of yeah, compassion maybe for this part of me who wanted always so to meet her so badly, like in this field.
Yeah. Have you had moments like this with her? Do you have memory of that?
Oh, it's a good question. If we had that, yeah, maybe some. Try to remember and just.
Yeah, no, it's it's interesting. It's like I checked that out for myself once, and it's like, have there been actually moments of real, or what I would say, real meetings with my parents or even with my siblings, or just it's good to have a look. And it's so nice if you have had a moment. And sometimes it's just really moments
Yeah, I really was. I'm looking. I would just say, I remember one moment.
Ah, you remember one moment.
Yeah.
Wow,
Mm.
that is awesome. So that's always available to you. If it's not, in other times, who knows if it will ever be possible again, but you have had that one moment together.
Mhm.
Mm.
It's interesting
And
because it doesn't make me emotional. It makes me very quiet.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Mm.
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 Mm. Oh, this is nice.
Feels very nice here too.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
it's sinking down. Yeah, I don't know where it does go, but
Yes. Yeah. I wonder what happens to your mother right now. If anything, if anything.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
funny.
sometimes there is that connection, when one tunes into something that, the other one might just scratch the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That might be possible.
yeah, really. She's so tired, but sometimes there were a few moments where she made me wonder
Yes.
how she could
Yeah.
grab that there was something going on with me. Ah, okay, it's good. Nourishes the female field too. Yeah. Oh wow, yeah.
Filling, huh? Mm.
Wow. Wow. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So good. Thanks.
Mm. Judith.
Mm. Mhm. Hi, Meike.
Hi. All is well.
All is well. It's the words that falling, huh? Falling and falling, and the curiosity, how much can it allow to fall somehow? Yeah. Oh, now I get the goosebumps again when I speak this. Yeah.
And then you're seeing how it puts itself together again.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's also happening,
It's also happening. It's still kind of walking around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every time when it sees how it allows itself to fall, it puts itself tiny bit differently together again. Huh?
Yeah.
That's my experience.
Yeah. And what comes up also now is when we have a preference, then we are, that's the suffering. That's the suffering. when you just let it happen, that it is building up again, okay, that's how it is, you know. It's building up, it is letting go, it's building up, it's letting go. But if we have that one preference that it should be there,
A certain way, yeah.
oh,
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 that's more, even more in the way than that it is building up again. If you just can see that and no judgment about it, but just, okay, oh yes, build it up again. Okay, hands off. Yeah.
yeah. We are so lucky. We are
Yeah.
so
But seeing that makes it also lighter when it is building up again or getting contracted. Then that there's not so much something around it that makes it wrong or should be different. Then it's just the simple thing, oh yeah, build it up again. Okay, so now, so what? Now let's see the seeing.
what it wants next.
Yeah. Yeah, like
What's
that.
next?
What's next? What's next? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just then the curiosity, is there another possibility? What do I love? Yeah, but then it comes from that curiosity again. Mm. Mhm. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Marina.
Unless if someone else wants to have a turn, but if no one else is putting their hand up, then I sit with you again for a little bit.
Please. Please.
I'm aware of how much contraction there is right now.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that holding it all together.
Mm.
And that's, yeah, it's what's happening.
Mm.
Yeah, and I can see that that's who I think I am most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's when the sense of I comes in. Otherwise, it's not there. It's a really strange thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes together, doesn't it? It goes hand in hand. Yeah.
There can be that sensation, and then if there's no idea that there's no idea that that's not who we are,
Mm.
the idea that that's who I am right now,
Yeah.
holds it in place. Believes it to be true.
Pretty awesome, huh? To see that. Mm.
Yeah. As I say that, there's just like sadness behind,
Mm. Yeah.
feeling of sadness behind it, behind that, that's
Mm.
under that.
Mm.
With-
Mm. Mm. That's immediately moving. Something is seen, something is acknowledged, and it moves. There's some other things also happening. Can you pick up on this? I could feel it in my belly, but I'm not sure, if you feel that too, or if you feel something different. For me, it went into the belly. As if, yeah, a space opened up, but that's just here. So, see now me, acknowledging that, and there comes a breath over here. Mhm.
Well, it's just this awareness here of it's happening by itself,
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But for that to happen, I mean, that's at least my experience. something needs to relax in the system.
For what to happen?
For that seeing to happen. That it happens by itself. When it's all tight, in my experience, it's nearly impossible to see really clearly that it's happening by itself. Everything.
Everything.
Everything. I don't want to put anything into your mouth. You have to see for yourself if that makes sense to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like everything.
like everything. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why people came up with the idea of God, because there's a recognition of I'm not in charge. It's like far out. So then there must be somebody else or something else. So then,
Who's in charge?
it's goes and it's God, you know. That which is just beyond any word, which it's absolutely incredible. It's just not possible to speak about that. How did all of this come into existence? You can find words for it, definitely. But actually, again, just my personal experience, it's not of the world of the mind. It's not of that which creates everything kind of by itself. It can't grasp it. It's not possible. What's going on here? Or if there's anything going on, even.
Yeah.
Can't. It
See it in
can't.
nature, that amazing nature, the different animals and organisms, and if you really look into all of that, it's like who, how, what created that, which is
Yes.
incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Then it disappears, then something new comes. It's the creativity of this is it's yeah, maybe you have a word for that. I don't.
I don't think any word would do it justice.
No word does it justice. Yeah. I guess, that's where celebration comes in, that's where chanting comes in, that's where ceremony comes in. Prayer or offering that comes in. Out. That's what cracks the heart open again.
Well, holding is here again.
Yeah, of course. Of
You know,
course. Coming
I
and
can feel
going.
it. Yeah, it's here. What's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it mean anything about anything?
No.
No.
But there's certainly often a preference for it not to be.
Yeah, of course. Doesn't feel good. Of course. I'm pretty sure everyone has a preference there. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
The preference of the contraction is not to have a contraction.
Yeah.
It's that simple, it's that easy. And so what? Not
Yeah.
making that mean anything. And there again, from the perspective of contraction, it's very, very difficult to see. When it widens and loosens and falls apart, a little tiny bit, oh, then it can see again. It can only see, it seems, it can only see when it relaxes a bit. Otherwise, it's very hard. Maybe with a lot of back and forth, you know, maybe with a lot of awareness when there's just such a deep knowing. So when the little contraction comes in, oh, then there's still the seeing is still there. But otherwise, it's pretty much impossible for most of us here on the planet. If there's contraction, there will be fight, flight, or freeze. That simple. And not much seeing is possible in that. The moment that is loosening up, oh, what was that?
Yeah, there's this been wanting to help Josh, you know, so wanting to do more and help more. You know, that's been here so strongly. It's been here a lot, but
Good to see.
good to
Good to
see.
see. Good to see. And see if you can take hands off. Good to see. And then see what that does when there's a seeing of it, when it's just, wow, so much wanting to help, to
Fix.
fix. Yeah, see, then there comes the breath. And is it possible to support without having to have that want and need to fix and do things? It's like, oh, can I give you a hand? Would like to assist. When that comes from the space of, oh, that love flow that you have with him, that, or that, you know, wishing well, or that, you know, is it possible that it's just a question. There's also no, that it has to be that way. It's more life exploring, you know. Is there another way? Is there another way? Is there another way? Because it loves to feel good.
Yeah.
We know it has that preference.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's huge, huge what your system is digesting and inviting, you know, it's opening windows and they're cracking a bit. You know, it's like a bit of airflow comes in, you hear it. You to turn the handle is like, oh, it needs a bit of oil first.
Oil needs a bit of help.
Yeah, so you got to go really
Sometimes I
slow.
lock the door as well.
Yeah, you got to go really slowly with that. And call your ancestors in.
Yeah.
You said it yourself, so this is nothing for you to do by yourself. Everything that can assist this, call that in consciously. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a
Huge.
really, really deep, huge pattern.
It's old. I mean, gosh, it's a long, long line. And it's asking to come to peace. Oh my God. through you and through your son. How glorious. So go as gentle as possible with all the support you can find. No pushing, no pushing. It's huge. It's, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels huge.
Good. So good.
I can see now why the holding on in a way, you know,
Mhm.
because
Mm.
I think this has come up for forever. But you know,
Yes, forever. It's been there
yeah,
forever, and it's coming to a
that's
point, all the work you've done, if you can call it work, but all the exploration, every process your system has gone through, it's coming to this now, where something is asking to bring a bit of movement and airflow in. So
yeah.
then you see what's next. And then it touches, of course, the ones that came through your system. From here, it looks just wonderful. You're doing really, really well from where I'm looking. If you can be as gentle as possible with yourself.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's
Yes, that's the thing.
it's that guilt that comes in as soon as because
Yeah.
he sees me and he starts crying now. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, that's how it is.
You
It's
can
just,
open your arms.
yeah,
next.
I do.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You can even say, oh my gosh, I feel guilt is coming. Even see if you can be careful with the wording.
yeah,
Has nothing to do with you. Sits there since forever.
Yeah.
You did not have a choice to do it differently. Got to see that really clearly. I mean, I can say all those things, but you really have to see that clearly. How do you know that you didn't have a choice? Because otherwise it would have been different. It's that simple.
yeah. I wish I could see that more clearly. It's not very clear.
Write it down. Write it down. See if you can do Byron Katie on it, the work on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Write it down and
Yeah.
really inquire into that. Every sentence that comes with that. Every sentence until it's really clear, if you see clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you so
Mm.
much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Mm. Mm. Let's Bettina for a moment. So good to see you. We're just saying goodbye.
Yes, I know, but I had worked until 4 o'clock this night. I'm out of
Oh,
order. So, but I would love to
so,
see you.
so good to see you. So good to see you. Mm.
Same here.
Yeah. Another absolutely most beautiful, precious meeting with you all. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for exploring. Thanks for being interested in this. Love and peace, and see you around. Mwah. Ciao.